Here's to you, Tampa J. Real men of vlogging. When you're not illegally recording panels, you're somehow being a part of one yourself. Turns out it's not that type of trance. And when you're not doing creature features, you're updating Instagram with pop culture knowledge. Look how young Prince was. Neat. So rest easy in your bed tonight, Tampa J. You've earned it. And now you have to go to your 9 to 5. I mean, you still have that, right? It's like, don't give that up. Don't do that. Think of your 401k. I'm an insane person.
It's about 9:47.
Mr. Wu, can I call you Mr. Wu? Can you tell me how it can be about 9:47?
Well, it is 9:47 a.m. and I'm starting the day off and gotta head down to the little courtyard down there.
Welcome and welcome back, folks. We're back in Vegas with Adam, and this continuing lead up to the next international trip has really been kind of a clunker thus far. Although Adam's going to have a special guest today and maybe an influx of energy.
All right, just waiting to take the elevator down to the first floor. I think they're going to be doing a feeding here in the elevator.
Adam's cuts are hilarious here. They just happen out of the blue. There's a sequence in a little bit that is completely mixed up from where it should be. I don't know what was going on. And a feeding? Is that what you refer to as breakfast?
We're closing. I'm not sure if it's a feeding of the flamingos, but it is over in the little nature section. I saw the sign last night when I was checking in. It said 10 a.m., which is in just a couple minutes from right now. Yeah, a lot of birds in there. They got the regular birds, like the little crows, the ducks over there. These wonderful, beautiful creatures.
Wonderful, beautiful creatures. I wonder, when Adam calls the pimp, the escort service, is that what he asked for?
My room is up there somewhere.
This is a thing he's done over the last couple years. I wonder, is Adam genuinely curious about where his room would be in relation to where he's standing? Or does he think the audience is?
Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. And yes, I am wearing an appropriate t-shirt.
Adam looks like he slept over at his cousin's house because of some knockdown, drag-out fight with his parents.
See where the day leads, no plan.
Of course there's a plan. I don't know why that's a big proclamation now, too, is that nothing is planned, no idea where the day is going. I guess he wants you to be sure and understand with him it's a Hecate day. It's no, Uncle hasn't planned this one. It's okay. Ecuador has been a little bit now, Adam. Your uncle can't hurt you anymore.
The 3 ladies responsible for the care of everyone that you'll see here today with feathers, fins, and scales. Right up front and center. He thinks he sees another bird. He doesn't quite know that, really? He doesn't quite know that that's him, right?
Wait a minute, is that what happens to Adam when he sees his reflection? He thinks it's another him? Well, no wonder he's so freaked out. So correct me if I'm wrong about this one, but I believe this next section where he gets coffee was filmed before he heard the discussion about the flamingos.
Yeah, ran over and got piping hot caffeinated beverage, and I'm gonna go over and see if they're gonna talk about the flamingos a little bit and then see where the day leads. I'm all about seeing where the days lead.
Yeah, so I think that section was supposed to come after he said the join me shall you. Then it fed into that, then the discussion, so don't know what happened there. Oh, this guy, this chicken? Oh, don't worry. You'll meet him soon enough.
There's a little koi pond over here as well. Now, I always knew that there was a waterfall over in this section, but I never realized that there is koi down in the water.
He didn't know there was koi in the koi pond?
Along the strip, that very iconic front of the building.
So Adam didn't get his love of this hotel organically. He borrowed it from a friend. The same friend he borrows a lot of things from. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Magnet Max ended up buying a little light hoodie because it is windy outside.
Adam the John does prefer the hoodie motif when in Vegas. This one will probably be tossed as he leaves, so hotel staff, it'll be up for grabs.
You want to give a clue on who you are? Can you give a clue?
My English is not so good. I try to speak better English.
German in Venice, I don't have a lot of familiarity with. A lot of what I saw of him, pretty much all of what I saw of him was from Troll Patrol. In this video, he is the perfect vlogger complement to Adam. He never tries to get in the way of Adam in his own video. He never takes the humor over the top. He's a perfect co-host, if you will, in this video.
It's like 50 mile per hour gusts.
Remember, folks, that meteorologist Woo fun fact, if trees are moving, it's probably windy.
Here next to the airport that I landed at, this is a little closer, however. This is where all the private jets are.
If only Woo had a benefactor like Justin Scard. Someday, Adam, someday.
I've never seen it that windy. I even have to hold my head as I'm going to fly away here. That would be a disaster.
The GIV, the German in Vegas.
Welcome.
You ever waited in this line?
I would never wait in line to take a picture with the sign.
So Adam, of course, slightly embarrassed, is like, well, you know, me neither. I would never wait in line. In fact, I've got a camera making hack. You can just stand on the side and shoot.
I like that we both share the same hack idea. That's what I do every time.
That's right.
You did a little thing for your video on the GIV's channel. All right, I don't know what we're gonna do. The GIV's got his car with him. Just so happened, unplanned, that he happened to be in town. I saw he was in town.
Again, Adam wants us to think the Hecate gods have smiled upon him. GIV just happened to be in town. Adam knew this days ahead of time. He knew he'd have his car. None of this was left to chance, but let's not tell him, I guess. So warning, folks, lots of sexual cringe from Adam in this one. You might want to send the little passing through production fans out of the room.
Get some change here. I got the $5. No running, walk.
Has anyone gotten more YouTube mileage out of getting change out of a machine? He did everything but read the accepts part.
Place. I think this might be the Orlando Magic era of Shaquille O'Neal. So it looks like he has the blue and white jersey on. Shaq Attack.
Yep, very reminiscent of the Orlando Magic uniform, or as Adam calls them, outfits. This was actually the Shaq brand, so this is what you saw in his shoes, action figures. He had all that from his rookie year on.
You're playing really good. You're playing good. You're playing good.
I think German in Venice there with the great Bedazzled reference to when Brendan Fraser is playing the basketball player in that scene. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Shaq was also used in NBA Jam, which I love, the Can't Buy a Bucket game. Can't buy a bucket.
It definitely says can't buy a bucket in the game, but I've never heard it described as that. The Boom Shakalaka game, but not that. Last time to run, Woo cringe incoming.
Oh, you're just thrusting it right up in there.
Man.
All right, you're just like making love to the machine.
That's right.
Making love to it.
Ugh, no, we got it. You didn't have to say it a second time. We got it. Ugh.
Irish chest.
Oh, okay. Actual chest where you can win something. I didn't know what further perversions Adam was going to thrust on us. Wait, I said thrust.
I really want that rubber chicken right there. Here, film me getting the rubber chicken right there. I'm trying to get that rubber chicken.
We get it. You want the rubber chicken, and I hope and pray this doesn't carry over to multiple videos.
Come on, yo!
Oh!
This is worse than going to the casino and playing the slots. All right, let's go rubber chicken. Should I go for... I don't know which one I should go for. Let me go for this one right here. How about this one?
Once again, German in Venice is perfect. Never steps on Adam, only compliments him, only helps him. Great guy.
One more time. Let's do it this time.
Chicken. I got nothing but time and nothing but quarters here.
I think Adam's slapping back at the haters with that comment that he's got nothing but time, as we say many times.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh, let's go. Come on. There we go. Right now. It's go time. Rubber chicken.
Oh! Yay! Whoa!
Chicken.
Chicken. He did it. See if it makes any noise, man.
I knew the third time was a charm.
There we go.
So that 15-cent chicken cost Adam about $4.50. But the memories made, priceless.
Let's go. We did it.
Bam!
All right, GIV got Burn in Love. That's his. That's him lit up there. I'm going to try mine. I'm going to see if I can get what I can do. So I grip this, grip it right hand. Let's go this. Strobe light warning, Heads up, the love tester. Let's see what I get. It's going to test it out. It's going to test it out. Mild.
Aw, sad trombone moment. Oh well, that's what Cialis is for.
Hey, GIV, you got to teach me your ways.
It's a German thing, you know? It's a German thing.
Look at this. It's like over the top.
Oh,
It's like a switch. Hey, I'm like a truck.
that's true, but
Like a machine.
So of course Adam gives an over-the-top, ridiculous reference. GIV counters it with a serious reference where he talks about he did do some arm wrestling, hurt his arm a little bit. He's hesitant to do that anymore because he's a videographer, uses his hands, and Adam doesn't know how to have a serious conversation.
From the great Zoltar.
Okay, here's my thing. Zoltar speaks right here. And this says, my fortune is, are you tired? Are you weary? Does your life feel drab? Despair not, my friend. I see happiness around the bend.
You know, all this arcade stuff just seems so sad. Now, don't get me wrong. You're never too old to do anything you want to do within reason. But I remember when me and Lori, in our 30s, would try to recreate some of the fun that we had had in our 20s in an arcade. And it just seemed strange and weird and kind of pathetic. Now that we're in our early 40s, I couldn't imagine going back in and doing that.
This is old school Zoltan. 69 right there.
Really surprised that Adam didn't call it the kinky machine because of 69, though you know that's the only reason he went up to it.
That was interesting. Could barely hear what it was saying. We're riding by where the Tropicana used to be. The Oakland A's are going to become the Vegas A's, which right now they're the Sacramento, California A's.
Adam giving the unplanned Hecate baseball update about the stadium that's not there yet, but that he will most certainly visit when it is.
Got the M&M place, you got the big Coca-Cola, you got the Hard Rock up here.
Oh, good Lord, if he adds prop comedy to reading signs and pointing out landmarks, God help us all.
I mean, it's really nice to go on the strip during the day, but I think it looks way better at night.
I agree.
And did you know that this is a tax write-off? The $150 you just spent on that little...
Oh, come on, Germo. Please don't remind Adam about taxes. He's saving up that meltdown for April.
Right over at a place now.
Adam can't even speak. He's about to have a woogasm at the thought of a Arnold off.
That I never knew was in Vegas.
What are you gonna do?
Come on, let's get to the chopper.
Get into the chopper now. Let's check it out. In the chopper.
Come on, get in there. Get to the chopper.
You nasty commentary channels. You leave these young fellas alone. They're just having fun is all.
Dawn, there's women and children down there. You get the little foot pedals down there. Look at that.
Now, you may think this is just a couple of 50-year-olds playing Army, but I'll have you know, Adam the dang woo has served with distinction in the great vlogger wars. Don't you ever forget that.
No climbing on that thing. If you start to climb on that thing, they will tell you to get down. Come on, get down.
Look, there's that.
I appreciate Germo so much here. He's like, yeah, you've done the impression for 10 minutes. I want to insert some actual history.
See, Arnold's first car he got from President Bush. That's the Hummer right there.
This is?
Yeah, he got that from President Bush. He was the first one driving a Hummer that says Terminator on the side.
There go.
Yep. Adam has no interest. Cut it out.
The monorail. Vegas monorail. I ended up going back to the room for just a little bit. Ended up going out to eat with a couple of friends that I haven't seen in a while. I was catching up with them. German and Venice went and did his own thing.
Yeah, friends. We know what that means. Adam still needed to put the food on camera, though, for that tax write-off. And if you thought that the chicken had stopped being funny, you're wrong, my friend. That is comedy gold. And it's going to make a reappearance.
Burger. Onion rings were amazing, though. Probably the best onion rings I've ever had. So yeah, just catching up with some friends that live here in town. Doing a little Gordon Ramsay action.
Now, you may think this is just a Sinatra Martin feet Pete. Oh no, it's not.
Around sundown, go out and do some stuff.
Now this next part is where Adam truly expects the Woovians to fall out of their chairs with laughter. He expects to lose a few of the older ones. They'll just keel over right there and they'll be happy that they did. So Adam starts this skit, I'm using air quotes, talking about the wind.
Definitely, yeah, I think it's not as windy as it once was, so I think the wind is over.
I just picture him stalking someone in maintenance and asking could they do this for him, and then him having to slide a $10 bill over, and finally, after going, okay, for 15 to 20 times, it happened. And there's the money shot. The money shot. Man, this is a sexual episode.
All right, back over at the Flamingos. I think I'm going to go back up to my room and relax a little bit. Going to the top of the Strat, formerly the Stratosphere.
So another whoop-eep moment, but what can we expect from Adam at this point, right?
We're going to walk past the little Chapel of Hearts. Elvis will marry you. Should we do this? Or me and you act like we're getting married by the king?
Maybe on the way back.
Would that break the internet?
I think at your current level of internet celebrity, Adam, it would barely scratch the internet, much less break it.
Man, it's windy again.
Little nippy.
Now, when we first got into the Strat, they didn't tell us this when we bought the ticket. The ticket was $36 with fee, $29.99 plus the fees.
Uh-oh. Karen the Woo is not happy. They did not disclose the fact that you couldn't get up to the outside tippy top, as Adam says it. And they should have. I agree with Adam there. But don't worry. You can't keep a good woo down.
Well, we got to see the sunset and all that, which is pretty nice. And then we got on the elevator to go down. And right when we got on the elevator, it started going up. And the other people on the elevator said, "Oh, they just opened the top." So we were able to go outside.
We made it! We made it!
Again, German and Venice with a completely understandable response. We made it, not looking like an absolute fool like Adam is. Hey, this is ridiculous. It's a 50-plus-year-old man.
It's so windy up here. I can't believe they opened this top deck. Now what we're going to do is, there goes the monorail. We're going to head over to across from the West Gate. There is a gas station that Sean Connery filmed a scene for Diamonds Are Forever at.
Ah, so we remember Adam was watching Diamonds Are Forever recently because, again, he says he doesn't plan anything. Well, he did that quite a bit in advance of the Vegas trip, did he not? So, seems like a little planning.
A different setup, but they still have gas pumps. It's been renovated and changed and gone through, changes over the many, many decades. And just like when Elvis performed here, it was called the International, and then later the Hilton and the Westgate, which is what it is now. There's Connery right there, 007. Formerly the sexiest man alive. Not in my eyes, but that he was given that title. But
That made me laugh out loud when I heard it the first time. It was so funny that Adam got concerned for a second. Don't worry. Nobody thinks you're Jordan.
Ash.
Cut out a ton of this because as we've seen him do at least 3 times, he talks about where he thinks Elvis stayed there in the Westgate, formerly the International Hotel.
Okay. This is interesting. It almost looks as if they tore one of the buildings down. Or maybe that's you know what that might be? I don't know. Maybe that's a different angle.
So this tower really starts to perplex Adam. What is it? Where is it? Is it a different angle? What's going on here? Well, turns out it's movie magic. Now, a little bit of research would have clued Adam into that, but that's not the heck-it lifestyle.
Now I'm really confused. I should mention the final scene of Over the Top, Sylvester Stallone, when he was driving away with the new truck. It was right here in this section as well. Fun fact.
I still firmly plant my flag on the fact that these facts are never fun and are rarely facts.
Over the Top. All right, back at the hotel. It was a good random day with no game plan.
So as we kind of talked about in the last video, this is Adam's summation at the end of the day to himself, to nobody else. He's trying to convince himself that he had a fun day.
Good. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is neon under the Flamingo Hotel and Casino lights.
Everything seems to be going good with the Woovians. They are laughing at the humor, Adam. Good job. Though, again, don't tickle their funny bone too much. You need every person at this point. You know, I hope this Woovian is wronged. But I have a sneaking suspicion they're not going to be. We're going to have to see that stupid chicken a lot, aren't we? Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I have been Aaron with Passing Through Productions. Al Wiedersehen.